Okay, I know I said last night I was going to do this, but time got away from me. For that, I'm sorry. But anyway, good morning to y'all. And like I said, I was going to do a post on who I believe, as of right now, on the current roster, has the best chance of beating Brock Lesnar after WrestleMania, title retained or not. And here's the picks I have. First off, of course, John Cena, because first off, he gets better every time. If he loses to somebody, he's kind of like an MMA fighter. He gets better the next time round. So, of course, he lost to Brock at SummerSlam. Then he almost had Brock at whatever match. I think it was Night of Champions, the rematch. He almost had Brock by the look of it. And then when it came to the Royal Rumble, that was a triple threat, and that was mostly all Seth Rollins' night. He's also on this list, but I'll get to him later. But like I said, John, when he loses to somebody, he gets better. He gets better with time. Because, like the Randy Orton saga he had. He lost the champion. He retained the championship the first time in the first match. I can't remember what match it was, but he lost it in the Hell in a Cell match. But then he, like I said, got better and got it back in the Bragging Rights Iron Man match. Let's see another version. He got beat up a lot. He lost the title to Batista at Elimination Chamber, but he got better and got it back at WrestleMania. So John he's kind of, like I said, he's like an MMA fighter. He loses, he goes in the gym, his own personal gym for that matter, and he, strategizes and actually plans out what to do to get better so he could get his belt back or at least get revenge on the person that took him out. So, like I said, John's the first one. The second one is Rusev. Now, the reason I say Rusev is because Rusev, he's athletic for his size, he's fast for his size, he's got throws, he's got submissions, he's kind of like a smaller version of Brock, matter of fact. So I would like to see that. I would like to see that fight because it would really be one of those matches where Brock would pull everything out of Rusev. He'll pull stuff out of Rusev that Rusev didn't even know he had. And hell, he might even get some emotion out of Lana for once. But that's my other pick would be Rusev because he could throw some kicks, he can hit punches, he can do some throws. He could really do some things on Brock that nobody else would have the power to do. My third pick would be Daniel Bryan. Cause Daniel Bryan, it would be like it'll literally be like David versus Goliath. But this David is very athletic. He can fly around the ring. He knows submission skills. He's kind of like Brock too. The only difference is he doesn't have the power of Brock. So, but what I mean by that, he got the submission skills. He got the grind game. And one other thing that Daniel Bryan's got, he's got the speed and he's got the ground game, like I said, and he's got the high flying ability. So he can get away from Brock if he needs to. Because he knows, being on the ground so much, he knows that when Brock goes left, it's time for me to go right. When Brock goes back, it's time for me to go forward. That might not make sense, but you get what I'm saying. He knows where to go when it comes to fighting ground guys and big guys like Brock. Because, think about it. At WrestleMania 30, he beat Triple H, who, if you ever saw the behind the scenes thing for WrestleMania, actually trained for Daniel Bryan's size. Because usually he said he's training for 200, 300, 400-pound guys, but now he has to train for somebody smaller. So he actually trained to fit the size of Daniel Bryan. But still, Daniel Bryan beat him. Then went on to beat Batista and Randy Orton. So Daniel Bryan has a thing about beating big guys. Matter of fact, last night he beat Luke Harper with the running knee. So Daniel Bryan could stand a chance. Do I think he could win? I don't know, but he could stand a chance. Now, the last one is it's the one I said at first, Seth Rollins. Of course, we know he's going to cash the briefcase in. That's one thing, but I'm talking about a promo legitimate promo put in these 4, maybe 5 week built up match. That's what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about like a cash in. I'm talking about like a legitimate match. Now with Seth, we saw he can go when it needs to. He could turn on the beast mode, and as Brock like to say, he could turn on beast mode if he needs to. I mean, like he said, he actually put a dent in the beast. He cracked his rib by doing that flying table move. So he knows how to get to Brock. But Brock and Seth is going to be like I said about Brock and Rusev. Seth, of course, he's probably been in the business maybe a little bit longer than Rusev, maybe. By look if he does, but still, they're kind of like respected newbies to Brock anyway. So, Seth would be the one that he would really have to show his stuff because he would be how Daniel Bryan did. He had to be on his toes constantly. He had to do creative things to injure Brock. He would have to do some things that he probably didn't even think he could do, and that would be an interesting fight. Now, out of these four, who do I think has the best chance? John, Rusev, really, because I mean, Daniel Bryan, Daniel Bryan is in this order. It goes John, Rusev, Seth, and Daniel. Because I mean, Seth he's got a little bit more weight on him than Daniel, so he might. And I can't believe I'm about to say this. He looks like he might be a little bit more athletic than Daniel at times. So that's how I pick it. I pick it as John, Rusev, Seth, and Daniel. Now, will I see any of these matches happen? I don't know. It would be nice to see them, but those are just my picks. Well, if anything comes up that I want to post about, I'll post it to you and tell you about it in my own special way. Peace out.